Hello everyone and welcome back to St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Yeah, we're back for night number 4, is this? Yeah, night number 4. We've got some cracking matches, including one more men's and one more women's qualifier. And here we go then. The first match we have lined up for this evening is your men's semi-final qualifying Elimination Chamber. From left to right, we've got Jimmy Havoc, we have got Leatherface, we have got Mick Foley, Cactus Jack, we've got Storm and Norman Smiley, the Necro Butcher, and Umaga, all locked inside the chamber. Let's see which ones are going to be starting. It's going to be Jimmy Havoc and the Necro Butcher. Of course, Jimmy Havoc is no longer a wrestler now. He is a DPD driver, apparently. I saw a picture of it a couple of months ago. Just Jimmy Havoc in his DPD attire. Delivering parcels. Of course, he was part of the Me Too stuff that happened. But to be honest, I needed some more names to fill this tournament up, so he got the nod. You know, it is what it is. The Necro Butcher is a nutter. A complete and utter nutter. As a lot of these hardcore wrestlers are, to be honest. I think you have to be a certain type of person to be able to do this sort of thing to your own body, I suppose. As the countdown begins, we are looking for number 3 in this match. It's going to be... It's Umaga. Now, Leatherface might be a new one to quite a few of you. He's not someone who's wrestled so far in our universe mode. Of course, he is based on the character from... Is it Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the film? It's based sort of on that. But he was a wrestler in Japan. A deathmatch wrestler in the late 80s, early 90s. Worked quite a lot of matches alongside Terry Funk and Mick Foley, as well as quite a lot of the Japanese deathmatch wrestlers in the time. Oh, wow. Okay. That's an interesting maneuver that does not work inside the chamber. Umaga dropping on the pin for the Necro Butcher. Leatherface, the actual character in the film, is based upon a real serial killer known as Ed Gein. If you ever want to Google that and have a look, he was a madman. He would basically make furniture, or effectively he made a mask of a woman. I think it was his mother's. He made a mask of his mother's face that he would wear, hence the leather face. It's human leather. But yeah, he made furniture and things around his house out of body parts as well. His front doorbell was a nipple. But yeah, it's an interesting story if you're into true crime and that sort of stuff to have a look at. His name is Ed Gein. There's Necro Butcher now on the outside trying to work over. Jimmy Havoc drops him Michinoku style driver on the outside. There's the pin by Necro Butcher. And no, not our first elimination. As Umaga going after Storm and Norman Smiley, of course, one of the trainers from NXT, but was multiple-time hardcore champion over in WCW. As number 5 in this match is going to be Leatherface. Necro Butcher going all the way to the top of the pod and diving onto Jimmy Havoc. Wow, look how big Leatherface is. He is a huge man. Just overlooking someone like Umaga, but Umaga definitely had the advantage. Leatherface with that big running clothesline. I'm not sure Leatherface was actually this big in real life, to be honest, but because he is massive. You can't tell with these cores when you download them how big they actually are until they get in the ring. He is got to be maximum height, and he's got to be maximum weight, surely. Let me have a Google. As we're going to have the next person enter as that is going to be Cactus Jack. Leatherface wrestler. Was played by the man called Corporal Kirshner. 1.88 centimeters. What's that in feet and inches? He did actually pass away back in the second one. Number 1.88 cm in feet. So he is. He's only just over 6 foot. Yeah, whoever's made this core has made him too high. Then he should only be 6'1". So yeah, whoever's made this core has made him a bit more crazy. As Leatherface does have Norman Smiley locked in the submission. Smiley able to break free. Of course, Cactus Jack is in there now as well. That's Umaga with a pin. And that is the elimination of the Necro Butcher by Umaga. Did Umaga just... Yeah, Umaga just got 2 eliminations in a short period of time. Okay. Let's give him both those points then. Necro Butcher is eliminated. Jimmy Havoc is eliminated. There we go. So Umaga was, obviously we had to put him in an episode of Dark earlier on this year because he was so low in the rankings, but now he's just moved himself up onto +1. Leatherface, oh my god, what a choke slam. It wasn't even a choke slam, he just held him by the face. And that is enough to eliminate Stormin' Norman Smiley. Norman. There he is, Norman Smiley. As Cactus Jack going for the pin now on Umaga. Right, there we go. That was a little bit of a mad few moments there. I lost track of what was going on, but... so this is going to be going into the second semi-final. This is the first name in the second semi-final. The first one we already know is Onita Yaki Numazawa, Abdullah Kobayashi, and G-Raver. That's the first semi. The second semi will be the winner of this plus the winner of our next 3 chambers. As Umaga drops in the pin on Cactus Jack, not enough. And then, of course, the winners of those 2 Fatal 4-Way matches will go on to a triple threat in the final against our current hardcore champion Raven, and of course that will be to crown the King of the Deathmatch 2022 as well as the hardcore champion. So yeah, Raven as the hardcore champion gets to walk straight into the final. Nice boot right in the leg there by Umaga. And now look at that big Samoan spike on Cactus Jack, and that could be enough for the elimination. It is Umaga with his 3rd elimination of the match, continues to bring himself out of the lower end of the rankings. Cactus Jack gets his 2nd loss of the year. Oh, what a spike that was by Leatherface. Now stalking Umaga and has him in that claw and up in that big slam. That's what eliminated Norman Smiley. Will it be enough to win the match for Leatherface? It is. Leatherface moves through to the semi-finals. Umaga eliminated, but still leaves with +3 from, well, +2 from this match, let's say. And Leatherface with his 2nd elimination and the win gets +3, and Leatherface, like I said, will move on to the semi-finals. And I will reduce his height a little bit because he should be 6'1", not what he currently is. So we'll get that changed a little bit. So, interesting match. That's all the men's chambers done for tonight. We move on now to a women's qualifying match. Who have we even got? I can't remember who it is now. Where is my... There it is. Okay. Okay, yeah, this should be an interesting one. Right, let's move straight on to it. And here we go, then match number 2 of the evening. Fatal 4-way elimination, Extreme Rules, Falls Count Anyway, all the good stuff. We've got Kaylee Ray, Jessica Havoc, Dakota Kai, and we have got Dawn Marie. That is Dawn Marie, isn't it? Yeah, it is, yeah. Okay, let's crack straight on into this one. Of course, one woman will join Nia Jax and the alpha female Jazzy Gabor in that final. And at the moment, it's two very strong women. I mean, Jessica Havoc would definitely suit the style of the match. That is going to be in the final. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what comes out of this. Of course, Dakota Kai is on the game. We always forget about it, don't we, really? She's on the game. But I'm sure in 2K22 she'll get a lot more action because we have got the new Dakota Kai model and that sort of stuff. So we'll see a lot more of her, I would imagine. As with Kaylee Ray as well, is going to be on 2K22. As I have said with the rest of the week, I feel like the ECW female is probably at the disadvantage in this one because I don't think Dawn Marie was ever really... was she really a full-time wrestler? She wasn't. She was more valet-wise, wasn't she, in ECW? But let me have a look. I don't remember. I got a feeling Dawn Marie might have done more wrestling when she moved into WWE. So I don't really think she wrestled too much, really. But when she moved into WWE, yeah, she did wrestle. She had a feud with Tori Wilson in 2002 to 2004. Had a few feuds with Jacqueline. In the early 2004-2005. Then leaving WWE in 2005 and then working several independent shows and so forth. So she had a little bit of a wrestling career, nothing major. I think compared to the rest of the ladies here who are more full-time wrestlers, then yeah, I think she probably is at a disadvantage. It's Kaylee Ray almost eliminating Jessica Havoc here. So yeah, remember this is to crown the, of course, the Queen of the Deathmatch 2022, as well as our first ever Women's Hardcore Champion. I mean, part of me, as I've said in the past, part of me would love to see Dakota Kai or Kaylee Ray go on to win this whole thing, because they are going to be on 2K22, so it'd make it a lot easier for us to defend the championships and so forth. But you know, as always, it is what it is. We're not gonna change anything to make that happen, because that's the whole point of this, isn't it? Oh, Nia Jax as well. Nia Jax is on the game. Who's in the final? I mean, the final match as well, Aja Kong and Abaddon. But you've got Candice LeRae and Lita, who are both on 2K22 as well. So there is a chance. There is a chance. Jessica Havoc had Dawn Marie throttle, but Kaylee Ray stopping Jessica Havoc. I'm assuming Kaylee Ray's thinking about points here. Of course, it's a point for each elimination. So in her mind, really, if she can steal it, but it's not really worked out well at all because Dawn Marie has just eliminated Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray saved Dawn Marie, and then Dawn Marie took her out. So Kaylee Ray is eliminated. Dawn Marie, in her debut, gets her first point, and we are down to 3 here this evening. And the match continues on the outside, then Dakota Kai looking for that bicycle kick against Jessica Havoc, but it was avoided by Havoc. And Havoc now, big slam on Dakota Kai on the outside. Dakota Kai now sending Dawn Marie into the ring. Dakota Kai now looking to work over Dawn Marie, dropping the elbow on the inside. And Dawn Marie, gets caught with that. It's like a Canadian Destroyer with a backbreaker built in, and that's got to be... No, it's not. Dawn Marie kicks out. Really? Wow, okay. Dakota Kai gets flattened there by Jessica Havoc, who is, of course, doing pretty well. She is... I don't think she's the current. Let me just double check. No, she is, yeah. Jessica Havoc is the current, alongside Rosemary, women's tag team champion. And Jessica Havoc, two-time women's tag team champion, of course, was the champion alongside Nevaeh as the Killer Death Machines, and now the champion alongside Rosemary as Decay. And now looking to become a two-time champion. Well, two-time, double champion, shall I say. Dawn Marie slamming the back of Dakota Kai's head into the ropes. Dakota Kai able to reverse. And Dakota Kai now in with that destroyer once again, this time on Jessica Havoc. Will that be enough to get the pin and the elimination on Jessica Havoc? It is. Dakota Kai gets the pin and Jessica Havoc is out of this one. Jessica Havoc was in 9th position in the rankings. This loss, her first match of the year, is going to take her down a few places. Dakota Kai, who is also not in a great position, but she gets the win here as well. Right, Dakota Kai, she was on -1. She's going to pick up 3 points from this match alone with a win and the 2 eliminations. And that is going to put Dakota Kai into the finals alongside Nia Jax and the alpha female Jazzy Gabert to fight to become the first women's hardcore champion. That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I really need to sneeze. I'm trying to hold it back until the end of the match. So we've still got the main event lined up for you here this evening. The main event is going to be a championship eliminator. I can't remember who suggested this. It was someone in Discord about a week or so ago. And we're going to go with Seth Rollins, of course, the current SWE champion, in a match against Samoa Joe. If Samoa Joe can pin Seth Rollins, then Joe will get a shot at the SWE championship in the future. If Seth Rollins gets the win, then of course Samoa Joe drops away from that championship picture until he can get himself back in there. Right, Dakota Kai, well done to you, and we will move on to our main event of the evening. And here we go then, main event. So Seth is currently top of the rankings on plus 22 points. Samoa Joe in 7th position on plus 12, so he's 10 points behind Seth. But this is a great opportunity to get a little bit closer. Trying to get himself, obviously, the big victory here. Nice boot right in the back of the head. I can't remember why did we do this? Is it something to do with the Rumble? Maybe something to do with the Rumble. Did Joe win a Rumble? Did Joe eliminate Seth from a Rumble? I don't know. Someone will remember in the comment section down below. If you do, I'll pin your comment. Seth now working over Samoa Joe, slamming the arm into the mat, now dropping into the pin. Seth now taking Joe up into the sit-out. Had a big boot in the back of the arm of Samoa Joe. Seth sending Joe into the corner. Nice running drop kick right into the spine. And Seth now with a boot in the gut of Samoa Joe as well. And now looking to lock in and slam that boot into the mat. Very painful that was. Remember, Joe is fighting for a chance at the SWE Championship, and Seth is fighting to sort of put Joe to the back of the line, really. I don't know what happened there. I ran out of oxygen midway through that sentence. I don't know what happened there. Either way, Seth is up on top and looking down at Mr. Joe. And the match is going to go to the outside. Seth with a boot in the face of Joe. And we've got a little bit of a... yeah, I don't know what was going on there. The game had a bit of a moment. Apparently there is some big AI improvements in 2K22. I've been watching quite a few of the videos recently, and the one that I'm quite excited about is the fact that apparently there's a big improvement to Hell in a Cell matches. It's now a lot easier to break out of the cell. It only takes a couple of Irish whips into the cell to break free. So I'm hoping that AI versus AI, they will go to try and break free from the cell, especially in like a 6-man match. So we'll give that a try next week when the game comes out, of course. Samoa Joe now in with a big belly-to-belly suplex, launching Seth across. And now the big elbows by Joe into the head of Seth. And Joe now twisting at the noggin of Seth as what the Seth. I'll get me words out eventually, I promise. Joe with the boots right into the hand of Seth Rollins, and now going to drag him into the middle of the ring. And Joe now with the big boots in the face and another massive one to send Seth flying, and then in with a pin, but it wasn't enough. Joe with the front chancery on Seth Rollins, who breaks free. And now looking for that Seth Walker and hits it as well. Hooks the legs. Stacked Joe up, but it's only enough for a 1 count. Seth now twisting the neck of Joseph. Samoan Joseph is now grounded while Seth trying to get the crowd going. Again, it's been nice to get a new Seth model as well. As Joe now taking Seth up on the shoulders and drops him face first. Seth fighting back with the elbow in the face of Samoan Joe. And clotheslines into the outside. Seth up on the top corner, looking for the... Why would you go for a knee drop there? That seems very, very, very dangerous, to be honest. That seems like you're going to break your kneecaps. Seth back up to a standing base on the edge, and Joe was just too close to the ropes, and Seth caught him. Seth now heading up to the top, dropping an elbow into the neck of Samoan Joe. And Seth now with that big ripcord knee strike into the face. That could be enough for the 1, the 2. It's only a 2 count. It's only a 2 count. Joe fighting back with a shoulder block. And now Joe stalking the grounded Seth Rollins. Strike in the face, now locks in the... What's he called again? I forgot what it's called. I was going to call it the Koji... That's not the Koji Clutch. Locks in the Taz Mission. Seth now in with the Sling Blade as well. Nice roll through and a strike right in the face. Seth now in with the pin for the 1, 2, and 3. And Seth Rollins gets the win. And Samoa Joe will not be getting an opportunity to the SWE Championship in the near future, unfortunately for him. It will also drop down to plus 11, which does drop him down only a couple of positions. He drops down into 10th position now. But Seth getting a bit of a clear run here at the top now on plus 23 for him. But it also gives some opportunities for some of the newer people to move up the rankings as well. Yeah, G-Raver and Yaki Numazawa now both in the top 40 rankings. It's how the cookie crumbles on it. But there we go, Seth Rollins with a victory. Yeah, that's it for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you all next time. I think we've got a day... No, we're back on tomorrow. Yeah, for day number 5. In day number 5, we will have another men's chamber with Bruiser Brody, Joe Gacy, Terry Gordy, Jun Kazai, Axel Rotten, and Crash Holly. We got a final women's qualifying match as Aja Kong, Abaddon, Candice LeRae, and Lita, before we have the SWE Intercontinental Championship match, where Chris Jericho will defend against the winner of the Random Rumble, which was Willie Mack. Right, good night, God bless, Auf Wiedersehen, I'll see you all very, very soon. Yeah, bye.